I believe desire and will to win is everything. I don't know why I'm like I am, but my butt's always burning. There's always something say, Art, dadgummit, you're supposed to go for it. Art, dadgummit, you're supposed to be somebody. You're supposed to make a difference with your life. What does the $500,000 a year person do? The $50,000 a year person doesn't do. You look at the outside and study those two individuals, everything seems to be the same. They both are the same sex, they both are the same age, they have the same training, the same positions, the same contract, the same fringe benefits. They both are successful, they work hard, they're good family people, make tough commitments. But what's the difference? What does the $500,000 a year person do? The $50,000 a year person doesn't do. He pays the price and a little bit more. He works hard and a little bit more. He's loyal to the company and a little bit more. He believes in a little bit more. He makes money and a little bit more. He saves money and a little bit more. If you want to win in these United States, you got to be tough and you can't quit. The last thing I'll talk to you about today in building this winning edge is, folks, if you want to win in business, you got to be a leader. Leadership is everything. You show me anything in these United States that win, I'll show you a leader at work. You show me a successful church, Boy Scout troop, club, football team, business, I'll show you something run by a leader. See, I thought at one time in my life you had to be smart to win. I used to have these smart people that dress so pretty and talk so pretty and use these big words. They just intimidated me. And I said, Art, you can't ever be that good. Why don't you just throw in the towel and go on back and coach football for a living? And I found two things out about smart people. I think it's almost impossible for a smart person to win in business in America today. Because I find smart people spend their whole lifetime figuring things out. They're always trying to figure out an easier way and a quicker way. And another thing I found out about smart people is they just don't get around to doing nothing. And see, somebody like Art Williams, everybody says, well, he can't do it. And somebody like that can't do it. But he does it. See, folks, I want you to know almost everybody in America almost does enough to win. They almost get there. They almost are over the hump. They almost have it going. They almost in everything they do, almost as a way of life to almost everybody in America. But the winners do it. What do? They do whatever it takes to get the job done. They do it and do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to be somebody they're proud of. We need leaders in America who can do it. If you want to become somebody, do it. If you want to go in business for yourself, do it. If you want to become financially independent, do it. I hear too much talk in these United States. Everybody can talk a good game. We need people in America who can do it. I go all over this country with A.O. Williams, and I have people say, Art, you can count on me. Wonderful. Just do it. Art, I guarantee you this is my last stop. I'm going to win now. Super duper. Just do it. Art, if I could just have one good month and get the ball going, I know I could make it big. Super. Just do it. Art, if I could just pay off this debt, I could really go. Great. Just do it. Art, if I could just sell my house. Do it. But houses ain't selling. Do it anyway. Art, I'm not making any money. What can I do? You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. Art, I guarantee I'm going to win this contest. Super duper. Just do it. Art, I'm over the hump now. Watch my smoke. Great. Just do it. Art, I want to make it so bad I can taste it. What I do? You just do it. Art, I'm a vice president now. Can I quit doing it? No. Art, I don't know if I can keep on keeping on. I'm really hurting. What I do? You just do it. Do what, Art? You do it and do it and do it. Art, all my life I wanted to be somebody important. Well, what do it then? Art, I'm going to save money so I don't have to go through this again. Great. Just do it. Art, I don't feel like I've had enough training. What I do? You just do it. Art, my manager don't give me no help. What I do? You just do it. Art, you don't understand. I was Mr. Everything at my former company. You don't mean I have to start off down at the bottom and do it, do you? Yep, you really got to do it. Art, what's the primary difference between winners and losers? The winners do it. They do it and do it and do it and do it until the job gets done. And then they talk about how great it is to finally have achieved something unique. and how glad they are that they didn't quit like everybody else, and how wonderful it is to finally be somebody they're proud of and make a difference with their life. Thank you.
Folks, I just want to know if you're in position to do it. Do what it takes. Do what's required to have a better life, a better flow of income. Y'all unmute the mics and let me know who you are and where you're chiming in from, please. Great evening to you. Who we got out there?
Good evening. This is Andrew from the Cayman Islands.
Dick Clark and fam from Savannah, Georgia.
Nicole,
Savannah, Georgia,
ATL.
Prince Muhammad, Queens, New
ATL
York.
doing it well. King and Queens,
Only
New
in
York.
Chicago.
Go ahead. Chicago. Shy cold go. Who else we got?
Leicester, Brooklyn.
Alistair from Brooklyn. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, folks, in case you and I have not had the opportunity to meet, I'm your brother and friend, Brother Eric Turing Muhammad, and I'm rich. Oh, I'm sorry, that's old news. That's last year's news. This year, I intend to be richer. Okay. So I welcome each and every one of you to our Friday Night Live Ultimate Crypto Visa Debit Card Opportunity, and we're talking about Bancus. Bancus is that opportunity that allows you to operate with your crypto, spend like cash, and or earn an income by promoting the event, and you'll opportunity. You'll know more about that. You'll learn more about that shortly. A little bit about why I spend time, and those of us on Team Believe spend time promoting and taking advantage of Bancus. We have more than 800 of us who are part of the Team Believe network, who have joined the Bankers opportunity, who are acquiring their cards, who are taking part in all the promotionals, and they're sharing with everyone they know, like, and love, because the opportunity they see for themselves is available for you as well. There's so many of us moving into this cryptocurrency space, into blockchain technology, and we're in a space now where many of us are accumulating crypto and don't know how to utilize it, don't know how to spend it, don't know how to protect it, right? Don't know how to stay off the radar or under the radar, if you will, or not come up for air, because you have these spaces that are known as centralized and decentralized. This is a decentralized space. You're going to learn more about that in the presentation. And it's important now because it protects your interests. It's all about ownership and control. Ownership and control. So I'm going to go through a couple of announcements here that's vital to our growth here, and then I'll go into the presentation, those things I wish to share with you this evening. Anything that I can add, or any of our leaders can add in terms of fulfilling any answers to your questions, we'll be more than happy to do so. First and foremost, let me share with you this. As of New Year's Day, Happy New Year's, by the way. I hadn't seen y'all since last year. As of New Year's Day, there's been an extension of our special holiday offer rather. As of January 1st, the promotion to get a free digital card with the purchase of a metal or plastic card has been extended until January 26th. That's right. Now you can get it along with the plastic card. This promotion can be communicated starting at 0 hours of January 1, and it's running through the 26th of this month. The 26th of January is our second phase of the launch. Initial launch happened in December 15th. That was the first phase of it. As we announced the rollouts, now you're going to see more of the actual activity, and that's going to take place on the 26th of February. I'm sorry, of January. In fact, I'm going to share with you the theme of it. A lot of the leaders are working on the programmable side of it, but I'm going to share with you what was shared with all of us. Give me one moment, please. Okay. This launch has a theme and a title. Okay. The title is Bancus Delivers, Promises Made, Promises Kept. So all those things that were announced in the December 15th launch, now you're going to see it in action from the 26th. You'll get more information on how you can register for it and be a part of the event. Okay. Next, I want to make you aware of the 2026 Power 3 Workshop and Conference, which is happening tomorrow. Starts tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern in the United States time zone. And that will take place January 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It's a $3 course for the 3 days. It'll be from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. in the Eastern United States time zone. You might have to look that up for yourselves. In the chat, you're going to see the actual you're going to see the actual announcement in the chat and the PayPal link to pay your $3, and you'll receive all the information and details after that is done. And along with that, in the chat, you're going to see our Team Believe Bancus International WhatsApp group for all news, updates, and notifications as it relates to Bancus. You want to make yourselves available for that as well. And in terms of where we are, naturally, we're here Friday and Saturday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, the United States time zone. You already know the meeting ID. You might want to take a screenshot and share it out with, again, everyone you know, like, and love. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we are twice a day on Tuesday and Thursdays, 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. each of those days. This is a separate Zoom location. This is our corporate presentation from our president, Al Aarons, and Mr. Fred Moore, our technical liaison. And you simply take this information, share it out with everyone, and join us on those days, Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to move into the presentation. We'll come back for any questions, anything that has to be done afterwards, because I don't intend to keep anybody long. I want people to have an opportunity and the affordability to take advantage of what is being shared. All right. Now, what makes this presentation so important? I want to discuss with you really quick on situations that impact us and is going to impact us regardless to what we think about it. We'll either be we're pretty casual and we can be a casualty, or we can be proactive and stay ahead of the curve. All right. The first thing I want to share with you is this notion about bail-ins. Bail-in is a banking procedure. A bail-in is when a failing bank uses its own money and the money of people investing in it to stay afloat. That means if a bank is about to tank or go under, and they have to do something to recover their losses or to remain solvent, they take the money you deposit, they take the money you invest, and they use it, and they do not need your permission because you gave it to them when you put it in their banks and signed what's called a signature card. So if a bank is failing, they may convert investors' bonds into shares or reduce their value to cover losses. Sometimes larger deposits, usually only amounts above insured limits, are taken. No government money is used in this effort. This is your money. This is my money, what we've invested in it. And then the other one, that's bail in. Now let's talk about bail out. A bailout is when outside money is used to save a failing company or bank so it doesn't collapse. Usually the money comes from the government, which are the taxpayers, which are you and I. So there's a double dip going on because we get hit on the bail-in and we get hit on the bailout because none of these entities have the resources unless it comes from the people. All right? These two things are going to happen. It's inevitable because the debt that the world has taken on cannot be avoided. They do not have the monies to bail themselves out, and you don't have the monies to bail out. So what happens? Now you have to put yourself in a proactive state to protect what you have. Now, in order to protect what you have, it takes the two things I mentioned in the beginning: ownership and control. In their banks, you have no ownership. Think about this oxymoron. Think about how this sounds. Think about saying, my money, their bank. In this hour, in this age, and having come through experiences like 2000, 2008, it just behooves us to do differently, think differently, to protect what we have and build a future that includes ourselves and our family. All right. So let's move into what it is that we're hoping to share with you today. We're talking about the possibilities, the opportunity found in Bancus. Bancus is a decentralized Visa cryptocurrency operation, or decentralized banking operation, rather. And what we're promoting to you tonight is the Visa cryptocurrency debit card operation. Now, we're talking about decentralization here, folks. The simplest explanation for being decentralized is private. That's the simplest explanation. All right. In order to be decentralized, you have to be off of the common public grid. You're not doing anything illegal. You're not doing anything nefarious. You're not doing anything unethical or immoral. What you're doing is protecting your interests, the accumulation of your assets, the protecting of your the cash flow scenarios, keeping vultures and scavengers out of your resources, out of your funds, out of your money. That's what decentralizing helps you to do. It keeps you from falling victim or prey to those things that have been traditionally done, that had always been done to us and through us because we didn't know better. We didn't have another way. See, we're born into a world that my father taught me. He talked about poverty. Used to talk about poverty. And he said, poverty is punishment for a crime you did not commit. Now, I want you to think about that, because what that means is you're born into a world that's already functioning, already moving in the way that it does. And chances are, in the previous generations, you grew up doing what your parents did and what their parents did. And so you are now subject to doing the same thing. But it does not bring you economic relief. It did not bring you financial freedoms, because many of us in this age, by the time we became availed as meaning older and able to participate in society, the benefit of that age had already waned. It had already fallen off. The industrial age is done. It's over. The age of brick and mortar is basically over. And you're living a cyber age and a platform age. And now it's no longer about brick and mortar. It's more so about click and order. The technology and the monies that have evolved. The technology has evolved. The money has evolved. The expansion of the globe has occurred. 8 billion people in the world. At one point in time, just a few short years ago, there were more people on Facebook than there were in the world. Think about that. Now we're at 8 billion people, folks, and the technology is here to connect us to all of them. What does decentralizing have to do with that? Well, let's look at what we offer here in Bancus. Bancus deals with our privacy sincerely and uses it as a focal point where privacy in and of itself matters. So you have a level of exclusivity here that allows you to operate, get this, in a decentralized environment. And what that means, folks, is when you register for Bancus, the Bancus card, you're registering through an app that's not in the Google store or the Apple Pay stores. It's not there. It's an application, a link, a referral link that you can only receive from your inviter. And that referral link, embedded in the referral link, is your ability to install the app on your phone, because the app itself only operates fully decentralized on your phone. So if you have an iPhone, if you have an Android, those are the devices by which the app will successfully install work fully. When you get this app, folks, all that's required of you to onboard fast and get started is to provide your email address and a username. See, in a decentralized space, there's no need for KYCs. KYC is an abbreviation. KYC stands for Know Your Client or Know Your Customer. That means all of your intricacies, your vitals, your social security numbers or SINs or whatever is used to identify your citizenry wherever you are, those items are not necessary. Your date of birth and all that kind of stuff, none of those things are necessary in the decentralized space where no KYC is involved. This makes you borderless. No one needs to know your mailing addresses or anything like that, except for shipping purposes when you purchase your card. That would be a one-time activity where you provide it. Bankers does not store the information. Bankers won't have your phone number, none of that. It's a simple email address, username. This makes you and I borderless citizens. We can go anywhere and function anywhere where Visa is accepted with our card. In 100% decentralization, you control all of your assets. You own them and control them. Your assets, your accounts are yours. There are no banks involved. There are no central entities involved. And you receive the physical card backed by Visa, and soon you'll receive the digital card backed by MasterCard. Okay. It's available to you in using stores, ATMs, and platforms worldwide without restriction. Additionally, what Bankers offers is the ability to make global purchases and transactions. Now, folks, when we say global purchases or payments, this is a global payment system. This means that uh, uh, there's no exchange here. You don't have an exchange tied to the banker's card. You, you can't send crypto and purchase crypto or anything like that. This is basically a prepaid card that you load with crypto, and the technology converts it to its dollar equivalent and allows you to use the crypto on your card now as cash to pay for transactions, right? To withdraw from ATMs. And then here's another beauty. If you were ever familiar with Western Unions or telegrams or any kind of remittal systems, where you have to send money and it almost costs you as much money as a fee to send the money. Here, you have a member who is a part of Bankers with you as well. You can send between each other funds required, free of charge, free of charge. You can make international transactions with no hassles, no hidden fees. You can send and receive funds anywhere in the globe, folks, between Bankers users instantly and for free. The only thing that's required is the email address associated with that member's app, and the money will be there in nanoseconds. Now, this is the power of decentralization, the flexibility that we have, what the 1 to 3% of the world enjoys, right? Bancus is a decentralized digital institution built on over a decade of experience in blockchain technology and solutions focused on decentralization. The purpose of Bancus is to transform the way the world interacts with money, combining the power of crypto assets with the ease and security of a modern banking entity. Let's take a quick look into the mission and the vision of Bancus. Their mission is to provide an accessible, secure, and decentralized financial solution to millions of people worldwide. When you have something that impacts millions to the tens of hundreds of millions of people on a planet where 8 billion people need what you have, you don't just have an opportunity, folks, you have a solution. Okay? So, this financial solution, decentralized financial solution, is the mission of Bankers for millions of people worldwide, making it easy to use, manage, and monetize cryptocurrency in everyday life. Its vision is to become the leading global digital financial entity, integrating technology, simplicity, and innovation into a single platform, driving the mass adoption of crypto assets as a means of payment in the future. Give me 1 second, please, for a quick hold. Apologize for that, folks. So now there are differences I have here on the screen. I hope you were looking at it. Traditional banking, what we've been accustomed to. Let me say this first. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Right? Excuse the vernacular, that doesn't come out right. My wife just walked into the space. She's an educated ELA teacher, and I may not sound grammatically correct, all that good stuff. So I'm admitting to that. I'm confessing in advance. All right. So traditional banking, what have we experienced? Some of us older have, many of us it's sneaking up on us because we really didn't understand all there was to traditional banking. But you're talking about high fees for transfers and international payments, slow and bureaucratic processes, lack of integration with cryptocurrencies. Many of you have had your accounts closed because you even introduced the idea of cryptocurrency, right? Geographic restrictions and limited access to services, limited service hours and operational availability. When I was younger, I mean like a child, I didn't know, but I was always curious as a child. What happens with these banks that they get all your money in, they're doing all this business, but when they close, what happens to your money? I wondered about that as a child, right? And that wonderment was like, would somebody break in and take it? Because as a child, you're thinking on those things that can possibly immediately impact. But as I got older, I wondered how, what happens with the banks other than people coming in to clean the building once it's closed? What happens with your money? Do you know, as we said, our money, but their bank? When you put our money in their bank, it becomes their money and they do whatever they want to do with it after our access to it is closed. All right. They sell your money. Every dollar you have on deposit, don't hate the game, folks. Don't hate the people that play it. Understand the game. They take the money, and for every dollar that they send out approved in loans, the repay is $10 against every dollar of yours. So your dollar's used to create a loan for somebody, somebody's going to pay the bank $10 on top of that dollar they borrowed. And that $10 on top of that dollar will not come back to you or I. It belongs to them because that's the way they make money. Take a look. I'm going to go through the whole list. You can see it there. You can take a screenshot for yourself. But look at decentralized digital banking and how it operates and how it functions. And you'll see elements here by which it operates in Bancus. Low and transparent fees powered by blockchain technology. We already introduced to you how you can send funds member to member without a fee. Instant transactions with no intermediaries, no middle people between you and your money. It's about the control and the ownership. Integrated multi-currency wallet, meaning you have fiat and crypto in one side of one app. You have global access from any country with an internet connection. If you can plug in and plug up, you're on board. 24 hours, 7 days a week, platform availability with no interruptions. Fast, paperless onboarding. Full control of your funds without centralized entities. Nobody in between you, your money, your interest, your ownership, your control. Financial inclusion via mobile access, meaning we operate solely on the app, and you are able to get a physical Visa card and soon the digital. Blockchain technology ensures security, traceability, and autonomy. Now, there's only one fee charged in Bancus. That fee, folks, is a 4% fee when you take your deposited amount on your app and load it to your card to use your card as cash. It's a 4% fee. So that means if your load to your card is $100, they charge a $4 fee. 1% of that is distributed through the rewards program, which you're going to learn more about in a moment. Outside of that, folks, there's no maintenance monthly fees, no yearly maintenance fees, no fees associated with ATM withdrawals. Those fees are provided or charged through the banking institution, whatever you use. Bankers doesn't make any of those charges and for fees, and no charges when swiping the card. Okay, so let's take another look at our accessibility globally. It's a payment exchange available to anyone anywhere in the world. All you need is an internet connection, and the intuitiveness and secureness of the app, folks. Simply put, it's user-friendly, it's simple to navigate with, and blockchain technology ensures the protection. One moment more, please. I apologize for that. Now, when we say decentralized, we mean private. When we say personal custody, ownership, and control, you control where you bring your money, your crypto from to bring into the app. And Bankers does not intervene in in the initial custody, meaning wherever you bring your money from, that's your business, and we don't get in between you and your money on the app. The fiat conversion I talked to you about earlier is because of a company known as Cryptolat. It's just outside of Croatia in Europe. Okay, Bankers has used this company for a number of years, and the Bankers app has the Cryptolat built into it. So when you bring your crypto over, its USD or dollar value is recognized, Cryptolat converts it automatically as you load it to your card. So this means when you go to the ATM anywhere in the world, wherever you are in the world, you will receive the US dollar equivalent of what you want to withdraw in the local currency of the country you're in. This happens through Cryptolat, which is a bridge exchange. Phenomenal, folks. Now, let's move on to the types of cards that we have and the current cost of the cards because they are due to increase in terms of cost. And this is what made our pre-launch and our launch and the second phase of our launch makes it so successful because of its low barrier of entry. First of all, the barrier of entry is free, number one. You're free to join this opportunity. And all you need to provide is your username and an email address. And when you get your referral link from that free position and you share it out with others who actually buy or purchase the card, you earn a commission against that purchase, whether you bought your card or not. I hope you understand what I'm saying here. Now, let me bring it home a little further. Okay, let me get my pointer here so we understand. We have two cards. We have the metal card and we have the plastic card. Both cards function the same with the exception of the daily spending limit. Price point is different. The plastic card is $45 total, meaning $35 for the card, $10 for shipping. The metal card is $75 $85 in total, $75 for the card, $10 in shipping. These prices are subject to change and they will change at some point this month. All right. Now, each card provides you the power of depositing at max $50,000 daily. You can only deposit, today's January 2nd, you can only deposit at max 50,000 today. But on January 3rd, you can deposit another 50,000 and so on and so on. Okay. The spending limit on the card, the plastic card has a daily spending limit of $2,500. That means your charges, what you buy online. Okay, $2,500 minimum. The metal card has an unlimited spending and it has a process by which you secure more than 2,500 in an instance. And it's just a matter of going through your app. You're going to see those trainings available to you on the second phase of the launch and show you how you can do that. But you have an unlimited spending limit on your metal card. Each card allows you to withdraw from the ATMs, and that range can be anything from $250 max to a $500 max. It depends on that banking institution. We have nothing to do with that. Now, if you remember, I spoke to you about how Bankers only charges 4%, and that's the only fee in the whole company. And that 4% fee is charged when you load The crypto that's on your card, you load it into in your app rather, load it onto your card for deposit. And 1% of that 4% unleashes an amazing rewards program that you're going to learn about from the passive side. There are two types of rewards here. You have a card sale commission and you have a passive residual income that's associated with you, your people you bring to the opportunity when they top off or load crypto onto their card for use. All right, and we're going to go through both of those. See, Bancus doesn't just decentralize finance, it democratizes opportunity. Our rewards program is designed to give every user, this chance to generate income simply and automatically while promoting the global adoption of our financial solution. Now, I want to share this with you. This is not a sell for me, folks. I'm not trying to sell you on earning an income. You know your needs, and that's within your right. See, when I became a part of Bankers, I didn't have $45 for a card. I didn't have $85 for a card. But I had a referral link, an understanding, and a belief. And I shared and still share my referral link everywhere, far and wide, for people to get in front of the information, just like you've been encouraged to get in front of the information. What I did not know is what I just told you. Because when I shared the link out and people saw it, and it gets to a point that it gets so large, you can't see who the people are, and you may not even know the people that joined on, but they purchased cards. When they purchased their cards, I received a commission and I didn't own a card. I didn't have $45 for a plastic card. I didn't have $85 for a metal card. I didn't have it. It wasn't available to me. And I was earning an income. So I want you to think about this. I was introduced to this through my sponsor, July 31st of last year. August 2nd, I received my first commission. By August 4th, there was so much commission in the back office, I used it to pay for my card, but I used it in shock because I did not know that was a thing. It was about belief and understanding. Then on top of that, folks, I in turn continue to share with others. So I created something that's happening for me that will absolutely happen for you. Take a look at our card sale commission structure. There's a distribution 3 levels, meaning the plastic as well as the metal card, you can receive a 10% commission for everybody you personally sponsored. You receive a 15% commission for everybody that person sponsors, and then you receive 10% for everyone the second level person sponsors. So you have 3 levels of distribution here that are available to you for as many people as you bring to the opportunity. What that looks like from the metal standpoint, your only paid commission against the actual cost of the card. $75 is the cost for the metal card. You sponsor someone, who buys a card, you get $7.50 commission instant. When they sponsor someone and that level 2 gets a card, you receive $11.25 on that second level. This encourages growth and excitement, no doubt about it. You're going to tell more people. And when that second level begins to sponsor people and they get cards, that's their first level. So you will receive still $7.50. So 10%, 15%, and 10% again on level 3. Now, just as it worked for the $75 metal card, same formula works for the $35 plastic card. You receive $3.50 on your first level. You receive more on your second level, $5.25, and you'll receive $3.50 again on your third level. That, folks, is card sales commission. But we have something even stronger than that. We have what's known as passive residual income. Let me take it back here. Remember, 4% fee is charged when reloading the card to use it. for payments or withdrawals, right? 4% one time. 1% of that 4% comes to the card top off or reload, if you will, reward program. Each time a card is reloaded by a user, Bancus rewards those in the referral network with 1% distributed across 3 levels. That means if you take these 3 levels of access that you have and you add up all the percentages, they'll all add up to 1%. This ensures residual income from active card usage around the world. Now, in case you don't know, we have now more than 60,000 members in Bancus. And if any of them are connected to you in your genealogy or your lineage, you will receive unlimited passive residual income every time one of those members reloads their card for use. Not your deposit, your reload to the card. 0.285% level 1, 0.43% level 2, 0.285% level 3, respectively. Can you imagine what happens when you got dozens, hundreds of people putting $50,000 on their card to use? 1 full% of that is $500. 60,000 people in the opportunity. That means that you'll see a percentage of that $500 depending on what level they fall on. Last thing I'll show you here is what I consider a sweet spot for understanding. Why? Because this is you. You own, you control your activity and your cards. Folks, you control how many people you put in front of this opportunity. But you have no control over how many people they put in front of the opportunity. So let's say you brought one person here. Well, you brought your one person, you got 10%. They bring people, that means on your second level, you're going to receive 15%. Those second level bring people, you're going to receive another 10%. That's through you and the power of one. Suppose you sponsor 2. Then you have the same scenario duplicating itself. See, your first level is your duplicating level. This is why you want to sponsor as many people as humanly possible who see the value of what you're providing. It's not you trying to convince them. It's just you sharing a time and a place for them to come and to learn of the opportunity. Now, if any of you understood what I just said, I want you to unmute your mics and say, got it.
Got it.
Got it.
Got it.
Got it.
All right. So I want you to think about that because some of us have sponsored hundreds of people. I have a brother, a leader, who's a part of the Leadership Council that I was blessed to sponsor. That gentleman's name is Neville. Mr. Neville has more than 100 people personally sponsored. That 100 people times these 3 levels, he has more than 300 levels of potential income, both from the card commission sale and the passive residual income that is provided when they reload their cards. Anybody here interested in being in that kind of situation? Y'all can unmute and let me know. Anybody interested?
Yes.
Yep. And it's possible and it's doable. You see? And you hear these things. Mind you, we all began pretty much the same time. I think I began maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks before Mr. Neville did. I have 150 people that I personally sponsored on my front line. He's right behind me. He was a little late, and he'll probably surpass me. But it's going to be a challenge because I'm still sharing with people. You can't meet strangers in a space where people have this need. All they need to know is that you're the one. So I'm going to say this to you before we go to any questions that you might have. There's no such thing, folks, no such thing as knowing the wrong people. There's no such thing in not having the right people. It's only the people knowing that you're the right one. Now that's a mic drop for many spaces, but if you understood what I said, just some people say got it.
Got it.
Great, great. So with that being said,
Got it.
the floor is open for, thank you, Brother Bernard. The floor is open for any questions you may have or any testimony you'd like to offer as it relates to Bancus. The floor is open. If you want to raise your hand, just go to the reaction button, click on reaction, and then click on raise hand. It will raise your hand and we will acknowledge you. Or you can unmute. I don't know if Ms. Clark is still here, but she had a hand up earlier. Ms. Dorcas? Did you have a question? All right, anyone else? Well, folks, our job is done. Our job is done. This is the opportunity that will literally position you to take advantage of protecting and securing your assets. I'm looking into the chat, and in the chat, is this working or null? Mr. Holloway, are you still here? I don't know what NAWL is. Mr. Holloway, can you unmute? Carlton? I don't know what you mean by that. Okay, let me just move on to the second part. There should be a training manual concerning, or you mean like a video? Well, those things exist. And remember, we're rolling it out in phases. So you can find what we have currently on the Wealth Minister YouTube channel. Just go to my YouTube channel, go to @the_Wealth_Minister. You can also jump on in the group, and in the group, the WhatsApp group, you'll see information that's provided there, different videos, different training days, different orientations on onboardings. Thank you, Ms. Nicole. Anyone else? Folks, it's been a pleasure. Tomorrow, you have the same duty I have, if this is the mission that you accept. I invite everybody I know, like, and love to get in front of this opportunity in Bancus. We'll be back here tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, United States time zone. And I'm encouraging you all to bring somebody with you. Help them to participate in their own rescue. That's the opportunity you have here. Please unmute your mics, love on each other, and I'll see us all on the next live stream. Thank everyone. God bless. Forward.
Thank you. Blessings.
Good night. Good night.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Brother Eric.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Everybody, Happy New Year. Let's keep on. Let's make
Happy
it happen.
New Year to all
You
you
too.
all.
Go get it.
New Year.